Whoa. This is my sister. For everybody that does not know, y'all know. Now, this is my heart. This is my sister. I'm Minaj to the death. Make some noise for my girl. Broken silence changed my fucking life. I was like, I always loved Foxy, but when she put out Broken Silence, I knew that you were an innovator, an intelligent, beautiful, feisty, crazy sometimes, but ahead of your time. And Foxy, I want to thank you for really being one of my biggest...
Nicki Minaj and Foxy Brown have always shown love for each other. That much has been obvious for years. But lately, the vibe around them feels different. Instead of just respect, it's starting to look like they might actually team up against a major power player in the industry. And yes, the name everyone keeps whispering, Jay-Z. Some reports claim both rappers think certain people were working behind the scenes to hold them back at critical points in their careers. One name that keeps coming up in that chatter, Lil Kim. Rumor has it that Kim allegedly had a hand in some of the drama that has followed them for years. People are saying Nicki and Foxy could finally join forces to set the record straight on what really went down back then. If that's true, hold up. This could rewrite a lot of old stories fans thought were already settled. When Nicki hinted she was ready to challenge Jay-Z, some believe she wasn't talking about him alone. The energy felt bigger than just one name, signaling that anyone still riding for him could get pulled into the storm. One thing that's never been in doubt, the bond between Foxy Brown and Nicki Minaj. Their friendship has been documented for years, with countless moments showing how loyal they are to each other. For instance, when Nicki faced major online backlash over her political comments, Foxy didn't stay silent. She jumped straight into the comment section, backing her up. A fan had written, "Finally, intelligence is paramount," praising Nicki's bold stance. Foxy made it clear she's got her friends back, no questions asked.
Fell in love with your favorite artists? Were you like, you know what I mean? Like, we all were young.
And you grow up with them.
And you grow up loving them. So I love Foxy to this day. You know how young I was when I fell in love with her?
Yeah.
And that's why you can't tell me nothing about her right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they mad. They mad because there's that unbreakable bond, because my fans have grown up with me, you know? And so it just feels like...
At the same time, whispers about the old tension between Foxy Brown and Lil Kim started bubbling up again. Some people think that rivalry was never just a simple rap feud. According to industry chatter, bigger players behind the scenes may have been pulling strings. What makes this even crazier, Foxy Brown and Lil Kim were once super close. Both grew up in Brooklyn and even went to the same high school. Back then, they shared the same dream, making it big in music. They'd record demo tapes together and spend hours on the phone scheming about how they'd get signed one day. They were chasing the same grind and pushing each other to level up. Then fate played a wild hand. Their careers exploded almost at the same time. Their debut albums even dropped just 1 week apart. On top of that, their styles and sounds had crazy similarities, which instantly had fans and media pitting them against each other. And then, the outfit drama. Both Kim and Foxy rocked the same jumpsuit on their album covers. People still debate how that even happened. Some say one borrowed it, others claim pure coincidence. Either way, it reportedly caused serious tension. From that moment, things started getting messy. As their careers soared, the rivalry only intensified. Of course, the situation with Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim didn't appear out of nowhere. For years, it's been a non-stop back and forth with diss tracks, interviews, and fans picking sides. Both artists have thrown shots in songs, making the tension impossible to ignore. One moment that really lit the fuse, while Lil Kim was behind bars. During that time, Diddy started collaborating with Nicki Minaj, and when reporters asked about it, his answer shocked everyone. He reportedly said Nicki was his artist, while Lil Kim wasn't, which fans felt publicly distanced him from Kim. That single comment stirred a major conversation in the industry. But the drama didn't end there. Around the same time, Nicki, still rising to mainstream fame, appeared on a Diddy track with Dirty Money, and listeners swore some lines were subtle jabs at Lil Kim. And to be fair, Kim has fired back countless times over the years, dropping songs and giving interviews where she openly criticized Nicki.
Sixth tweeted, would Lil Kim ever do a very long-awaited collaboration with Foxy Brown after all these years? Ooh.
No.
No? Why? No? Oh.
So many
Now,
beefs.
That would be a hell to the no.
Yeah.
To
Now,
quote
you know,
the
when,
woman.
people don't change, just like, I'm a very forgiving person, but,
Making it clear that the rivalry between them was very real. On the surface, it might look like Foxy Brown, Nicki Minaj, and Lil Kim were just caught up in the usual music industry competition. But according to Nicki, the story behind the scenes runs much deeper than most people realize. Lately, Nicki has been extremely vocal about her belief that powerful figures in the industry have actively worked against her career. One name she keeps bringing up, Jay-Z. She's claimed that certain artists were strategically pushed forward in ways that made things harder for her. Not long ago, Nicki went on a heated online rant accusing Jay-Z and a major streaming platform of shady business tactics. She said she was offered a huge payout that felt designed to keep her quiet about the situation. Nicki also shared an interview with Demery Hadley, the arranged daughter of Roc Nation's CEO Desiree Perez. In that clip, Demery made serious claims about the company's reach in the music world. She said, "They've attacked her husband, they've attacked her son, and it should really scare the American people because they are dangerous." Those words spread fast across social media, cranking up the tension even more. And during Nicki's recent online clash with Megan Thee Stallion, she hinted that Megan was being heavily backed by Roc Nation in ways that worked against her own success. Nicki wrote, "Spending so much money, but she's the little broke independent artist. Desiree, you gotta let it go, baby. The world knows she can't rap. Stop trying to make fetch happen. I just put out a song with no promo, no video. It's already #2. According to ongoing rumors, some fans now think Lil Kim may have been part of the industry rivalries that affected both Nicki Minaj and Foxy Brown years ago. For years, whispers have circulated about why Foxy's career never hit the heights people expected, even though her talent was undeniable. Some stories claim that powerful industry players distanced themselves from her after their working relationship soured. One name that comes up repeatedly in those rumors, Jay-Z. Industry gossip says Foxy was very young when she first stepped into the music scene, and people from her neighborhood remember older artists frequently around her. Some former classmates even claimed they saw famous rappers picking her up from school. Among the names people mention in those stories, Jay-Z, and sometimes Biggie's name comes up as well.
Minaj has nothing to do with going against Kim. When Kim works with other producers, when she raps with other artists, I'm not getting upset. It's not a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And hold on, let me get finished. I think that a lot of us that have been here for a long time, including yourself, Flex.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We have inspired a lot of people.
Yes.
We have motivated a lot of people. We have touched a lot of people in a certain way. We've been those cats that people have aspired to be. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't be around Nicki if I ever heard nothing ever negative said about Kim. You know what I'm saying? I never heard nothing like that. But then when it comes to just being an MC, that's when I gotta stand back. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they want to do things and be MCs, that's their business. I'm not with any negativity. I'm not with no beef. You know what I'm saying? And I love both of them. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, right now, Nicki Minaj, that's who my artist is. That's who I consult. That's who I do business with.
However, supporters of Foxy have often said her connection with Biggie was more about music and friendship. The rumors about Jay-Z, though, have always stirred more speculation. Fans have also pointed to some of the lyrics Foxy dropped early in her career. She started recording as a teenager, and listeners felt certain lines were shockingly mature for someone so young. Because of that, people have questioned who was really writing the lyrics and shaping her image at the time. For instance, in one track, she rapped, "Ain't no one like the one I got. No one can F you better. Sleeps around, but he gives me a lot. Keeps you in diamonds and leathers." Lines like that made some fans raise eyebrows years later. Another moment people often bring up involves the song Il Nana. Jay-Z was credited as one of the writers connected to the track. In the lyrics, it says, "First the mansion, then the yacht. Sounds proper. Straight cash got bloodhounds trying to hunt down the brown fox." Over time, critics began pointing to moments like these as signs that Foxy's early career was heavily influenced by powerful figures around her. Whether those interpretations are accurate or not, the conversation has followed her for decades. Now, some fans think these old stories are resurfacing because Nicki Minaj has been speaking more openly about industry politics. According to online speculation, Nicki may be looking to team up with Foxy Brown to finally discuss what happened behind the scenes in earlier eras of hip-hop. Nicki has already hinted more than once that she's ready to challenge powerful people in the industry. She's even suggested in past posts that she would collaborate with others if it meant exposing behavior she believes harmed artists. At one point, during the heavy public discussion around Diddy, Nicki hinted that attention was being deliberately redirected toward her. She wrote on X, "They gotta keep the conversation on me so that no one asks about these charges against their BFF." She also questioned whether people remembered older situations involving several figures in the music world, referencing events connected to Aaliyah, Foxy Brown, Kim Porter, and Cassie. Her post implied that many past stories were never fully addressed. Nicki even claimed that certain industry figures move like a rat pack, suggesting powerful allies protect each other behind the scenes. She warned that those involved should speak openly before she decides to reveal more of herself. Because of those comments, fans now believe Nicki might be quietly collecting information about past industry events.
And some of with Rock Nation, with Desiree Perez, with other individuals. What I can say about that is I've witnessed and heard a lot of things. Again, is hearsay, right? So it doesn't even matter. And that's why I'm not even going to go into detail with that. If I have the opportunity to speak with Nicki, would love to connect with her on that. But I've kind of seen, just like you firsthand, how they've they've abused her. They've abused of her platform. They've abused her talents. They've abused of her freedom of speech. They've her family, they've attacked her husband, they've attacked her child, and it's sad. It's really sad. Somebody so resourceful, talented, high profile as Nicki Minaj being targeted. It should really scare the American people. It should really scare you guys too, right? Because I'm the daughter, so it's like at this point, if it's happening to me, I think she's really outspoken, and I'm grateful that she's being outspoken on it, because I think she's almost seeing it like, well, it happened to me, it's happening to her, let me speak up on it.
Social media speculation says she could eventually drop more details or go public about what she believes really went down. And when Foxy Brown's name started popping up in those conversations, fans immediately wondered if the two artists were quietly linking up behind the scenes. Some people think Foxy stayed silent for years because of just how powerful certain figures are in the industry, but others believe Nicki's outspoken personality could completely flip that script. If the rumors are true and these two rappers are really comparing notes, hold up, this could get wild very fast. According to online chatter, if more names start surfacing, Lil Kim might even get pulled back into the story. At this point, the rumors swirling around Nicki Minaj and Foxy Brown have fans glued to their screens. People online are convinced something much bigger could be brewing behind the scenes. For years, stories about industry politics, hidden rivalries, and secret alliances have floated around hip-hop circles. But now, it feels like those whispers are getting louder than ever. What has everyone talking is the idea that Nicki and Foxy could finally be on the same page about their early careers. Both women came into the rap game with insane talent, fierce personalities, and huge fan bases. Yet supporters argue both faced unusual obstacles at key moments in their rise. Nicki has already proven she isn't afraid to call out what she sees as unfair treatment in the music world.
Over the last few years, she's repeatedly taken to social media to question how power moves happen behind closed doors. Every time she speaks, it sends shockwaves through the fan community. And that's why the thought of Foxy stepping into this conversation has everyone so curious. Foxy has always been way more private than Nicki. She rarely jumps into public drama, and when she does, it instantly grabs attention. Fans remember that Foxy was once one of the most talked about rappers in the late 90s. Her style, confidence, and lyrical presence helped define the era. Many still believe she never got the recognition she truly deserved. So now, people are asking, what if Foxy finally tells her side of the story? That alone would shake up a lot of old narratives repeated for years. Another reason this feels intense is that Nicki has made it clear she keeps records and receipts. She said multiple times that she remembers who supported her and who worked against her. When an artist with that kind of influence hints that more info might drop, the industry pays attention. Social media is already buzzing with theories. Some fans think Nicki is building toward a major reveal. Others believe she's defending herself after years of criticism and competition. Either way, the chatter has thrust Foxy Brown back into the spotlight in a major way. Fans who grew up during the peak of her career are revisiting old interviews, performances, and collaborations, piecing together what really happened in those early days. And if Nicki and Foxy are actually swapping stories behind the scenes, this could reopen some of the biggest rivalries hip-hop has ever seen. Old feuds, industry alliances, and long-standing rumors could all resurface publicly. For now, though, it's all speculation. Neither Nicki Minaj nor Foxy Brown has officially confirmed any major partnership or reveal. But one thing is clear, fans are watching closely. The moment either of them speaks directly, the internet is going to erupt. Because in hip-hop drama, when two powerful voices start moving together, you know something huge is on the way.